Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? This is What's Left of Us, the TTRPG actual play where a bunch of us get together and play TTRPGs because that's the whole point of the genre, and we are nothing if not sticklers for following the rules. Yeah, very, very well-known rules followers, us.
Nice opening, dude.
I know, right? I'm so good at these. Someone should hire me to not speak. I am Jaycorn, your humble DM. With me today is Zoe B, Wild Jinx, and Thought Slime. We are here for our Halloween spooktacular episode, which is just going to be a regular episode with some spooky stuff in it because that's the way stories work. We are down a Star today because Star is away at a con. Hi, Star. I hope you are playing us in your booth because that'd be really funny. And obviously, our Star Child Crabman Vernon is still away on his adventures, but rumor has it there are stirrings in the ether, and he will perhaps return soon. Today, we are, as usual, we are playing a TTRPG, and that means that everyone at the table has defined their boundaries clearly with me when we started, and they have ways of telling me when to stop when things get too much. You folks at home don't have that, so if something gets too extreme, you can, of course, back out of the chat. Come back in when you're feeling safe. At the end of the stream, we will be having a short little table talk episode where you can hold all your questions and then give it to us at that point, and we will try and answer as many of them as we can about this episode and any previous episodes that you may have seen. Our lovely modern chat, I believe, is here somewhere lurking. I think he's going to be a little bit quieter today, but it's Sam, pronouns my bio. If you have any pressing questions that are more mechanical in nature, Sam should be able to answer them, or somebody lovely in chat will attempt. And otherwise, Sam is there to keep us all safe. Speaking of safe, you'll all notice that we have, above me, a Tiltify bar. That is because we are raising money today for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. No joking around here for this section, folks. This is a real shitty situation. It has been shitty for 70-ish years, 75, 80, something like that. It sucks, and these people need our help, and we can't, some of us can't do a whole lot, but, you know, any little bit we can do is cool. So if you can't donate even a little bit, maybe spread the link around, see what we can do to get this filled up. Yeah, all right, I think that's about it, unless anyone has anything else they'd like to say. Yeah, awesome, cool. Then let's pop on in here. You will all remember last episode, perhaps, that the party had just gotten past a pretty traumatic event. Several, in fact. They had fought a greater fae, lost one of their traveling companions, for all they know, for good. Tim had found out that her parents were maybe dead, and she probably didn't care. And Rathgrithr had a crisis of faith, while Maldris believed that she had been endangering the party unnecessarily, and it had shaken them very badly. And then Emery also had to become party mommery, #mommery. And the most emotionally distant member of the party managed to be the emotional leaning post for everybody, which was very funny, for me specifically. At the end of the episode, I believe, Rathgrithr got a fancy sword and learned of a shadowy group of people who kept the memory of Rathgrithr alive.
That didn't happen. I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, that must have been a glitch. Don't worry about it. Probably didn't happen. Probably one of those things that Vernon keeps talking about. Weird dream.
Pixar didn't happen.
Yeah. And aside from that, you are all now sitting in a swamp town who has asked you to perhaps deal with a pesky dragon just to the north in the swamp itself. Oh, sorry, not the north, the west. However, you are all woefully unprepared to fight a dragon, a creature of legend, and here you are, some of you, with an AC of 13, which is not great, I'll say. So, What would you folks like to do? It is early morning.
I feel like, honestly, this is probably pretty accurate in that we're probably just
Sitting there staring.
sitting in silence, all of us just sort of staring off, dealing with our own
personal crises.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, how dare you do that to us, DM?
Yeah, this is me. This is me. Absolutely.
So what are our options? Just the dragon or something else?
I mean, yeah, you have been asked to deal with the dragon. You don't have to. I want to be clear. It's just the people have asked you to, if you felt like it, you could. They would try to reward you as best they had the option to. If you want to tackle the dragon, Emery is suggesting that you find somewhere to get better equipment. Because, to be fair, you all have not gone and gotten better equipment for quite some time.
Is that your Emery voice?
Hi-ho! This is Emery Black speaking. I believe we are too under-equipped for this thing we're doing with a dragon!
I thought you said Star wasn't going to be here today.
She's gonna strangle me. She's gonna drive out here and strangle me with a Kermit puppet. It's going to be. We're gonna stream it live. Watch out for the link, everybody.
I don't think they allow that on YouTube.
No, we'll have another site
Puppets,
for that.
I mean,
Oh, puppets. Yeah.
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 Yep. We'll be streaming this on Live Leak.
That's it.
Rumble.
Rumble. Kick TV, baby. Let's go. Yeah. So that is Emery's suggestion, that we find some place nearby, perhaps, if we really
Emery
want to.
wants to go shopping. Is there any place in town that we can, like? There was a blacksmith, right?
There is a blacksmith here. If Rathgrithr, you recall her wares not being particularly.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to. Do we need to trouble the blacksmith? Like, is it really? Is it that important to all of you? Why are you acting so strange? Why are you all acting so strange?
I have never acted strange in my entire life.
I kind of already had a near-death experience yesterday, so
I'm fine.
Good. We're all fine. We're all fine and good.
Mother is sad.
Sparks?
Tim, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Did you get hurt in the battle as well?
No, I'm good.
You don't need a healing potion or anything?
No.
It's settled. We're all fine. Everything's fine.
So, I mean, like, it's not a big deal or whatever, but, like, so I think my parents are dead.
What? How do you know that?
Well, so I mean, I didn't do it, but I asked the old woman to scry on them, and I scried on Vernon, and he's fine. That's probably the more important thing, is that he's good. I mean, he's like not here. He's sort of somewhere else, and we're not sure how to like pinpoint it, but he's alive. So that's something.
That's good.
Yeah. But she tried to scry on them, and it didn't work, which, I mean, statistically, I was crunching the numbers last night, and I mean, statistically, it's very unlikely that they are still alive. So that's good information to have.
How exactly did you come across these calculations?
Oh, it's science magic science.
Hmm.
Am I familiar with how scrying works?
I mean, you both have a little bit of magic in you. You could make an Arcana check. Rathgrithr would have a better chance than you would, though, at this particular thing.
Well, I'm gonna try anyway. Give my dice a chance. What am I rolling? Arcana?
Arcana.
Oh, that's not a great. That's an 18.
Not bad.
I also got an 18.
Bravo. Okay, so Maldris, because you're not as much familiar with magic as Rathgrithr is, you know
Yeah.
the basics that generally a scrying spell won't work if you're not on the same plane.
Okay, so like if I was in my home plane and they tried scrying on me from this plane,
It wouldn't
they
work.
wouldn't find anything. It wouldn't
Correct.
work.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can. No, that's all you know. Let me think here. The Rathgrithr, though, you know a little bit more, probably because there is like an actual yeah, pinned. Too good. Sorry. I had to pin a thing for the which we're all the way already halfway through our first part of our goal, by the way, folks. Sorry to
Oh,
interrupt.
really?
Sorry. Yeah, we're
Nice.
55 out of 100. Congrats. Well, we'll raise it
Thank
by
you,
another 100 next
everybody.
time. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Let's see here. What was I about to say?
We're talking
that's
about scrying.
That's right. Yes, scrying. Thank you so much. Rathgrithr, you know a little more because you are a little bit more magically inclined. But also, there is a story involving the scry spell and Rathgrithr, I imagine, at some point, where you understand that, yeah, sometimes when you're traveling about the plains, scrying has a hard time working. But also, of course, if the person is dead, they will not show up on a scry spell as well. Although, if they are dead and their bodies are still on the same plane, generally the scry spell will still find the bodies. So, that is a little bit of extra information for you.
Tim, when you scried, what did you see exactly?
Well, she said that it just didn't work.
Right. She didn't say anything about seeing. And forgive me if this is a upsetting mental image. Your parents' dead bodies?
No. And that's not upsetting. That's not. Like I said, I'm okay.
Well, good. Definitely love that you're so emotionally resilient, not concerning at all. But
It's okay to be sad.
I know.
in a larger sense, perhaps you shouldn't be sad because typically, not always, but typically when one scries on a dead person, you would see their dead body rather than simply the spell failing. That to me suggests perhaps they're on another plane.
They could be.
You said your parents were travelers, were they not?
You could say that.
They ever traveled to other planes?
They could have.
Hmm.
I just don't think that it's worth worrying about.
Maybe they're like me and they got into another plane by
No,
accident.
they're not like you because you actually stay.
Hmm. I
Not
see.
what I meant. I'm not from this plane. I'm
know.
from the Feywild.
Yeah, that's why that guy came after the big owl man
Yes.
guy.
And well, I came here by accident and I haven't been able to get home. But maybe that's what happened to your parents. Maybe they got lost and they're stuck somewhere.
They could be. They're smart enough. They could find their way home. They made all the automatons all around. All of the ones that we've seen, they made them.
Well, you made an automaton, and would you be able to find your way home from the Feywilds?
I'd at least try.
I'm sure they're trying.
I haven't found a way back home yet.
I'm fine. I'm fine. They're...
Do you not want to talk about it anymore?
Just for the record, you do seem very much not fine. And I am not, the most emotionally intelligent person, so take that how you will.
I think I want them to be dead.
You want us to kill them?
Without a hit.
No, because at least that would give
That
them
would
a
make
good...
sense why they didn't come back for you.
Yeah.
I understand.
Sparks whines and kind of curls in. His cuddle protocol activated.
He has like a little heater inside that's nice and cozy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been so long. And they wouldn't even know me anymore. They've been gone for almost a half of my life. They left when I was a kid, and I've changed so much. Even if they were alive, they feel like strangers, and you don't get sad about strangers.
Do you still want to look for them?
I think that if the work they did was important... No. I want to fix the clock tower and fix the workshop so that I can work on Sparks and figure out what's going on with Sparks, because I didn't teach him to talk. Do you guys know that? I didn't do that. I didn't program that. He just did that on his own, and that's kind of freaky, and so I've been avoiding thinking about it.
You don't want talk?
I know I do. I just don't. Do you know why you can talk, Sparks?
Sparks kind of shrugged. Another affectation you did not teach him.
So yeah, I need a workshop, but the best workshop was in the clock tower, but the clock tower sort of lost all of its magic because of something, and that's why I actually left, is so I could go find my parents to get them to figure out what's going wrong with the clock tower. And it's a whole thing, but it's sort of a low priority because you have other important things to do.
Do we?
Well, yeah, we had all the stuff with Emery, and I think, Mal, I think you need to get home, right?
I have a couple of things to do before I go home.
But see, you have stuff to do. So I'll help you do that stuff, and then figure this out on my own.
I don't know why the Fae guy was after me. I don't know what I did. So I gotta figure that out before I can go home, or I'll put everybody else in danger too.
DM, you said, am I making this up? Am I misremembering? But he mentioned it was like a bounty. There was like a bounty on them.
Sort of. The word he used was
He was
he
hunting me.
yeah, it was
For sport, right?
It was very it was very possessive. It was very much the sort of language you would hear from a nobleman who claims bounty over a heart or something. Yeah.
Yikes. That is problematic.
That is problem. He's hashtag toxic. We should.
And
But he got super canceled. It's fine. He's traveling the planes now.
He was deplatformed.
He was extremely deplatformed.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start with him. I don't really know who he was besides his name. And I guess his title?
His title.
In the... But I don't have any other information than that.
Well, we can figure it out. I'm good at finding information.
Can I insight check her?
Sure.
I mean, she reads a lot of books. I think that's what she knows how to use an encyclopedia, I guess.
But you can't even find your parents.
Ow! That rogue sneak attack damage coming in clutch. Oh, that hurt me.
That was Jinx, not
Wow.
Val.
I know.
That was me, not my character.
And Zoe thinks that is so fucking funny. Wow.
Okay, insight. Where is insight? Okay, that's not bad. It is a dirty 20.
So what are you trying to find out? If she's actually...
If she is as confident at finding the information.
Okay.
The confidence?
I think generally Tim's been very confident in the past about finding information, regardless if she knows she can or not. She's
definitely a little shaky now.
Yeah.
But I think that she expects that it's going to be easy, because it's like, yeah, we just need to go into a library, find an encyclopedia of Fey Lords, and find it, and that'll be it, and it's easy peasy.
They have encyclopedias for that.
Her parents had an encyclopedia. It was probably written by them, but...
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Waterball Encyclopedia Dramatica.
Dramatica? Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we can figure your stuff out. I mean, this is... I'm good, I promise.
Where do we even start?
Well, I think we should get out of this swamp town. I mean, I love it here. The frogs are very nice. But they sort of have this like dragon situation, and I'm not feeling very confident in our ability to fight a dragon, but we could always try to talk to it. I mean, we talked to the lava guy, whatever it was called.
Fire elemental?
Fire elemental, yes.
Do we know if it's safe to leave the village now?
Probably. Well,
We
because
don't
yeah.
know where Ron and the other guy went. Or sorry,
Ron.
Vernon.
Yeah.
Vernon.
Vernon.
Ron.
Enron.
And Ron. I'm so sorry, Ron.
Oh shit, it all makes sense. That's why he knows so much about money.
You did it.
Enron, famously a company very good with their finances.
Extremely.
I think that because Vernon is on a different, we know for sure that he's on a different plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, you know he's not on this plane.
Yeah.
Although when
How do
you
you know
pinged
he's
him,
alive?
yeah, when you pinged him briefly with the spell, it was because he was briefly on the same plane, but then he blipped that again.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, I know that he's like plane hopping, presumably still hugging the Ulkavan guy. So I think that he's, you know, otherwise engaged and can't hunt you down anymore.
He's engaged.
Yeah, to Vernon. It's very sweet.
Huh.
That's why they hugged and went on a honeymoon to plan their wedding.
That's what
That's
hugging
not how
means.
honeymoons work.
I very much misunderstood the situation.
That's what hugging means for gnomes. It means you're engaged now.
Yep. No, are you kidding? Gnomes they hug everything.
Mm-hmm.
Real easy hug and gnome.
Yeah.
Adding more into the nomenclature of don't you do that. You made a whole video on puns. Okay. So I mean, aside from Emery interjecting yet again about equipment, that's about it. It would be easy to find out where to get equipment, though. You are on the Sword Coast. Most things are within a day or two of walking around.
Yeah, but if we're gonna leave, why not just leave? Like, why leave and come back?
Because we just got our asses handed to us.
Yeah, so you think we can handle a dragon?
No, maybe we need to go and
mean-
get better equipment. Come back.
Well, my thing is, like, if we're gonna leave this village, then why not just go to wherever we want to go next? Why not just...
This
Do
is
we
where
need to deal with the dragon stuff?
Emery interjects
think
very
that it was
slightly
like-
again and goes, well, I kinda was given a mission by my knightly order to do something, and this dragon seemed like a good idea. Apparently.
Wait, you're a knight?
In training. Ah!
I didn't know that you were a knight. That's so cool. I thought you were like a princess or something.
Yes.
She really balks at princess.
Well, because you're like the daughter of a famous person. That's how princesses work, right?
I mean,
Basically.
closer to it on the princess side of things rather than the famous person side of things.
I thought that was like your whole thing. Is like you grew up in the fancy house with the because your dad was like he wore a mask for something. That's I don't really get the politics of Waterdeep. I don't know how that works.
I don't know either.
Okay. So you're a knight. So you need to slay a dragon.
Well, I need to
otherwise
solve a problem.
Not dispose. Yeah, you need to deal with a big thing.
I'm down to talk with it, but again, and she like pokes her breastplate that she's wearing, and it's not doing great. It wasn't great to begin with, and it's like there's like big dents in it from where O'Cobbin shot her. And she's like, I mean, I could use a bit of an upgrade.
Well, I can if you give me a little bit, I can make your chest plate better, but that also means that I would have to lose one of the things that is What I gave an enhanced weapon to somebody, and I don't remember who it was.
You gave an enhanced weapon to Maldris, and you
Well,
gave
that's
an
the
enhanced
returning weapon.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
gave an enhanced weapon to Emery, one of her swords.
Okay. Well, so if you gave me the sword back, I could help you. I can use the materials from that to make your chestplate or shield better.
I don't have a shield, but
Well,
I
maybe
could-
that's the. Yeah, maybe let's get you a shield.
I kind of do 2 swords, kind of my thing.
Right. Okay. Well, then. I mean, I've never really been like shopping. I mean, I've sort of like been around with my parents when they were like buying like wholesale supplies, and they were really into like stockpiling seeds. I don't really understand, but
They were fucking doomsday preppers.
I like to think that her parents were doomsday preppers.
Wow.
Maybe they should have prepped for getting stuck in another dimension.
Hey, couldn't, as usual, doomsday preppers prepping for the wrong thing.
Yup.
I think at this point, because like there are people around, right? And this is a very small town. People are different with their social graces. There's a guy on like a rocking chair near you on the thing, and he's like smoking a pipe, and he's been there for a while, just kind of trying really hard to pretend he's not listening. And this one he goes, "Yeah, you're looking for a place to buy some more equipment. You got, the place isn't this town. This town's got like a blacksmith."
No.
But she make little tiny things. She don't make like armor or
Look,
anything.
Yes, no blacksmiths.
Yeah,
please.
we can go somewhere else.
Thank
What?
you. Yes, no blacksmiths.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, Rathgrithr, we're good on the no blacksmiths.
Yeah,
Do you have a problem with blacksmiths?
I like. Well, this blacksmith, she really young. I don't know if she had experience. She just came town not long ago.
Sounds irresponsible. We wouldn't want to go to a blacksmith like that. I think we're all agreed.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, okay.
The town of Leyland to the north, less than a day walk from here. You could easily make it.
North?
They got armor shops and stuff there.
You said
Mhm.
Leyland?
Leyland, yep. Oh, my eyes are a little thick. We're barely up in the swamp here.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Do we want to do that?
Road trip?
Road trip.
Road trip. Far away from this town.
Yay!
She's gonna murder you.
She's gonna. I'll be dead before the day is out. Her laser eyes will find me. Be like Dark Side's fucking homing beams. Just
They're called Omega Beams.
oh, shit. You know what? I knew that, and I didn't say it. And I should have. I should have known who was in the party. Okay. So if you folks want, you can definitely begin walking towards Leyland, and they're not wrong. You could actually almost see it from here if the swamp haze wasn't too thick. Leyland lies at the very northern edge of the swamp. It's on the coast. It is a town that is, from what you folks know, it is a town that has been more or less repeatedly destroyed and rebuilt and destroyed and rebuilt. It is a very... People who live there are hardy folk who don't like to give up. And that is probably the best thing you can say about them. So,
Very cool. Off
but
we
you
go.
do have to walk through the rest.
I want to like keep my guard up for like anything that's like following us or anything that seems suspicious while we're walking.
Right? Amazing stuff. You should, if you would like, someone can make me a survival check to get through the swamp. This is just a road. Like, it's not like you have to worry about going off the road or anything like that, but this survival check will help.
I will do it.
With small
Okay.
stuff. Go for it.
Can I roll with advantage because Sparks is helping?
Does Sparks have a survival module installed?
No.
Then that would be a nope.
Yeah, but he's my companion.
That is true. He is your companion. I mean,
I
if
feel
you want
like
him
a
to give
normal
you...
dog would help you survive.
That's true. Okay, all right. You know what? Why not? Sparks and Sparks.
Because of his help, natural 20.
Hey, look at that.
For a total of 23.
Yeah, so Sparks like basically just detects a bunch of like potholes and stuff and stops you guys from getting really stuck in the mud, or occasionally when the duck boards are getting a little bit sunken, he steers you around them in a better way. And you guys actually make it to Leyland in a relatively good time. There's not a whole lot of bad things going on because it was early morning. It's about noonish by the time you get to the town of Leyland, and we will change over the board. Where are you? Hello? Leyland? Leyland? Oh my god. There it is.
It's been destroyed yet
Tailspire-
again.
Tailspire just added board organization stuff to their thing, and I'm so happy, but it's in beta still, so I don't have it yet. Let's see here. We are going to arrive from this angle. Let me put all your characters in the scene, and then I will add you all. Actually, you know what? I can add you all first. What am I talking about? Summon players to the board. And welcome, one and all, to the town of Leyland.
Hey, by the way, everybody, one thing you should know is that Tailspire does, when you use those board control things, display the boards for the players to see, and I did just see some crazy spoilers.
Well, I
Ooh.
didn't, so
I didn't either.
good.
Don't you worry. It's good stuff.
Oh no.
Oh no, now I'm even more afraid.
It does have to do with Tim. Okay.
No.
Wait, does it? 1 second.
Well,
What did I-
it's Tim's turn to almost die.
What did I put in this scene? Hold on. Now I'm kind of forgetting. Wait a second. You know what? It'll happen if it happens. I can't. Well, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Sure. Okay. Perfect. All right. So you have once again come to this lovely map. Once again, I did not build most of this map. I got it from the Tailspire community. Congratulations. And congratulations on the great map, Tailspire community, and thank you very much. Here you are, the town of Leyland. And you can see, like, it's in almost constant construction. You see buildings that are super old that have been patched several times. Some of them are still missing their roofs. There was probably an attack not too long ago that they managed to fend off somehow. You can see that it borders directly on the coast. Lots of nice, fresh ocean air is blowing in from the coast side. And yeah, you have this beautiful... you can see why people probably want to keep coming back to it. It is a very nice place, despite all the ruin. You know.
What a nice place. I can see why people keep rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why there are people in tents outside? Because they're rebuilding?
Yeah, so like some of these are some dispossessed folks, and some of them are, you know, just like construction crews and stuff like that, you know.
Well, shall we look for a blacksmith?
Sounds good.
Should be fine. If any of you want to make me an investigation check or a survival check to see if you can figure out where in town these places might be.
I will investigate.
I've got a +4 to investigation somehow.
Woo! Holy shit.
22.
7.
Oh no!
Should I roll as well? Wait, you just said you had a +4. You rolled a 3?
Yep,
Badge.
sure did.
Upsetting. If you want to roll as well, but Tim with a 22
Oh.
absolutely found the market, so that's
Well,
not
that's
a...
okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, the other two are just like spinning in
just-
circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just made fun of you for rolling a 3, and then I rolled a 2. Instant karma.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Let me grab all of you. Whop! Off they go. Look at them into the sky.
What do you
And there
mean
you are.
fly?
Think of the wonderful thoughts.
I was actually just thinking that.
Any thought is worth a shot. Okay. Here you are in the town square. This place has been the most rebuilt and probably has the most or the least amount of structural damage to the buildings surrounding them. So either it has been rebuilt rather recently, or people tend to protect this area of town a little bit better than most. It's right next to a rather fancy-looking new shrine to, it looks like Lathander. And that's about the most of it. There are food, and you can buy pack animals here, like horses and goats and stuff like that. And then there's a small apothecary, and then there's a Fletcher selling arrows and bolts and also trying to turn their wares for simple bows. And then there is indeed a blacksmith and an armorer who are nearby.
Okay.
Would I see any like contacts? Would I have any contacts in this area?
If you want to look around, give me a perception check. You can see if you can see any thieves' cant or anything like that written around here.
Perception. That is a 17 plus 7.
17 plus 7, huh?
Do I see anything?
You do. Near the there's a carpet stand right in front of you. Around the corner from it, on the side of this building. Let me see if I can ping it or something. I cannot. You know what
I
I'll
see
do?
the carpet stand.
Right about here. That's there's a symbol scratched into the side of it that indicates that there is a dead drop from the black network somewhere nearby.
Okay. That is all. I'm just going to keep my eyes open.
Yep. Everybody.
Tim really wants to buy both a goat and a carpet, but she's going to contain herself because she doesn't have any money. But I think she's gonna, I think she'll go with Emery to help her pick out a good set of armor.
Right.
Yeah, I'll probably need one too. I got real hurt in that last fight.
Right. You can see right away that this armorer actually makes some finer suits than you have seen in the area, which is a bit fortuitous, but it's not unsurprising. Leyland is supported by a couple of the bigger cities on the Sword Coast, and so they probably get some better craftsmen here occasionally. You see a lot of stuff, and Emery goes, I guess I kind of need some heavy armor. I guess I should look into that. That's the problem is it's very expensive sometimes.
How expensive are we talking?
Well, you rock up to the stand and you see a set of half plate and a set of splint, and both of those are almost 200 gold.
I thought you were like rich or something.
That was before she got body snatched.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good Emery.
Yeah.
That was a really good Emery.
Thanks.
Well, we can, like, maybe trade something?
What do we even have to trade?
I have a wand
You
of
say
duplication.
Shiny rock.
Well, I do have those, but this feels like it would be worth more than a shiny rock. And the rocks can do more than shine. But I have a wand of duplication that is definitely in perfect working condition.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely perfect. If you want to, you can do that. But as you're about to do that, your passive investigation and Rathgrithr's passive investigation is pretty good. Yours is 18, Rathgrithr's is 14, but that's more than enough to see on this table in a little bit smaller, there is a little tiny sign that says, inquire about the autumn festival event.
Hi, I'd like to inquire about the autumn festival event.
And the blacksmith, who is a dwarf woman, the armorer, who is a dwarf woman, the blacksmith is someone else. And she goes, "Oh, hello. Yeah, we do an autumn festival event every year, and all the tradespeople in the area put up a couple of items for the winners. And I've got a couple of maybe 2 armor suits in there. I think the leather maker has an armor suit too, actually, in there. And I know the
I wear
blacksmith
leather.
has a couple of weapons, or shoes, that sort of thing. If you feel like you want to try it out, it's a good. Well, most adventurers try it out, really, because obviously not regular folk around here don't need armor. But you know,
I mean, it sounds like your town gets like destroyed a lot. So maybe if more people wore armor, you could like protect it better.
Oh no, it's easy enough just to put his wall back up, and she like hits the wood wall next to her, and it rocks back and forth slightly. She's like, "Oh,
I think
don't worry."
I think you should invest in some like infrastructural support for your town.
That's a big word for such a little person.
Seems like that would require taxes.
Yeah, don't you guys have taxes here? I thought that's what taxes did.
Do you know about taxes? Bless your heart.
I'm 32.
Are you a halfling or a gnome, sweetheart?
Gnome.
I'm sorry.
Halflings don't have ears this big.
That's, I suppose. I guess that means you're a young woman then, right?
For a gnome, I suppose. But I know about taxes. Don't patronize me.
Well, it's hard sometimes. We don't get many folks who know about taxes out here, obviously. And she glances around, and there's like a bunch of collection of people who really do look like anything from tax evaders to people who would be like, "I ain't paying no taxes."
Yeah, but I don't really like the idea of taxes, but it seems like if there were taxes, that maybe that would help.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, I want to do the festival stuff.
Sure.
What? Well, let me ask my friends first, because I realize that I don't want to go on ahead of them. Do you guys want to do festival stuff?
What kind of stuff?
We'd get free things.
It's true. It's a good way to get free armor and stuff.
What would we have to do?
It's just a little contest. You got to get through a maze. Well, you know, we have a druid come by and make us a hedge maze every year just outside the town, when we're not under attack anyway. And you know, and it's fun. It does get a little rowdy sometimes. You know, last year the blacksmith tried to win back his own stuff because he's like that. And he's throwing elbows. He's a little unsportsmanlike, especially with the 4-year-olds. But you know.
So to be clear, if we
4-year-olds?
participate, we can't throw bows.
Elbows? I mean, if you got an adult who's getting in your way, or the blacksmith, you absolutely should, because he's gonna throw elbows anyway.
Who's the blacksmith?
Well, he is, I don't see him right now. He is an older gentleman. His wife is man in the stall right now. An older gentleman, bald head. You can't miss him. Got you, son of a bitch.
I didn't know that dogs could work blacksmith shops.
No, they can.
Oh, wow. Sparks, that's gonna be the next thing we're gonna work on, is you can open your own blacksmithery. That sounds incredible.
I will make such wonders.
Yes, you will. Good boy.
Did that dog just talk?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's our talking dog. Yeah.
Talking automaton dog. Automadog.
Automadog. We haven't had automaton here for nearly a year now. That's very strange.
Oh, I didn't know that you had any at all.
The passing folk came through with a couple of them.
They must have stolen them.
Were
I don't
they
think
gnomes?
so. Yeah, it was a gnomish couple. Automatons look really banged up too. They had to borrow our place for a little bit of fixes.
Interesting. Anyway, that could be anyone.
Yeah, it could be. I don't.
How long ago did they come through here?
About a year. Said they were surveying
So how
something.
do we sign up for the festival?
Oh, you just go out to the hedge maze and walk on in. I mean, the maze is pretty complex. I don't think anyone's going to get to it anytime soon. But, you know, you could always try.
I don't think there's a maze that's going to defeat the mighty Rathgrithr.
Are the prizes just like in the middle of the maze?
Prize in the middle of the maze. We built a big standing garden. It's like it's a tower where we have, you know, vines and stuff growing up. It's very pretty. And we put the thing right inside there, you know?
Well, I'm down.
Okay.
You want to try two, Tim?
Oh yeah. I like mazes. I mean, I only ever do them on paper, but it can't be that much harder to do them as like a person.
Unless there's a minotaur.
No, we couldn't get the Minotaur again this year.
Pat! I've always wanted to kill a minotaur.
Frank's a good
I thought
man.
You did.
Don't.
I thought you had killed a Minotaur, Rathgrithr. I'm
Yes.
sure I read that in one of the stories.
No, sorry. Another one. I do.
Oh.
Once you kill one, you just
Oh right. Yeah,
you get
that
the
makes
itch,
sense.
You know.
Well, and
You know what-
I mean, you've beaten so many other monsters that like a Minotaur is like forgettable, right?
Right.
Even for me, it's hard to keep track. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't tell me you were traveling with a local hero, Rathgrithr. We get traveling troops coming through here every once in a while doing your stories.
You do.
Every once in a while. Haven't been for a bit now, but you know.
Well, you know, those stories sometime. They're okay. We should get. We should go to the maze now. Weren't we supposed to do that? Why are we avoiding? Why don't you want to go to the maze? Why is everyone
let's
avoiding going to the maze?
Let's go. Let's go.
Uh,
This woman has only bad information. Let's go.
There's rude foreigners coming to my town. It's. You guys take off. Emery has the biggest side eye in the world going on right now. But aside from that, whoomph, you guys make it just outside of the town, and there is indeed an expansive hedge maze. It is definitely magically grown. You can tell by like just reaching out and touching the hedges. These aren't just simple hedges you could push through with little effort. This is like some sort of tough scrub, and it's been grown tall enough that it would almost be impossible to kind of just bust through these things unless you were to directly attack it with like a weapon or something. So it'd be very obvious if someone just like busted through the hedge maze. So, you know, there's that. And yeah, the door is wide open. You can hear people walking around inside, talking to each other or anything like that, you know?
There's no like entrance fee or anything?
Doesn't appear to
Entry
be.
fee?
No.
Okay. I'll just walk in.
Off we go.
You folks can go ahead and control your characters and do all the things you want to do.
Oh my god, we're
Jay.
actually
Let me know if this would totally break the game and I will not do it. But I have levitate.
Uh-huh.
Could I just like levitate to the tower immediately?
You want to try it?
They probably have some rules in
They
place to
probably-
prevent cheating.
If the rules are not clearly posted, that means that the rules don't exist.
Mhm.
If in the United States, if there is not a sign that says no U-turns, that means you can make a U-turn. This is not legal advice. Yeah, because I think I
Zoe
still
B
have some
gives
second
driving
level.
advice.
Yep. I do have second level spell slots, so let me look at how levitate works. One creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet.
Uh-huh.
It can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. An unwilling creature has to save on a con save. The
You still have
target-
your invisibility thing, right?
Oh, the plan is coming together. The
Mhm.
target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach. So, like, somebody could push them. They couldn't, like, propel themselves. Which allows it to move. If it were climbing, you can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction. If you are the target, you can move up or down. Otherwise, you must use your action to move the target, which must remain within the spell's range.
Mm-hmm.
So I could like push off of stuff to move.
True.
But it's not like flying.
No.
So should I do that? Should I like go invisible and like fly up in the air and see if I can get there quick? I mean, it doesn't say that there's any rules against it. They said they were
How high
throwing
is the
elbows.
tower?
How high is the tower? You can tell that the tower doesn't have any floors. It is literally just like a lattice that goes up a couple of stories. And so
But
you can
there's
see
like
like
an entrance on the ground, right?
there's an entrance on the ground, yeah.
We just have to hop over the hedges?
I bet there's magic involved. I bet they have thought of this.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But I kind of want to try it anyway.
Will it get her disqualified, though?
You don't see any
I'll be
referees.
invisible. And there's no rules.
They really have something to detect magic.
Nah. They might. You know what?
I mean, we
Fuck
don't
it.
know. So,
Yeah.
you know what? If you want to try,
I
go
am
for it.
going to use a charge on my circlet of invisibility
Mhm.
and turn invisible and then cast levitate on myself. I could just cast vortex warp. I could have just done vortex warp. It's more fun to do levitate.
You don't know who's behind these hedges. You could just blow the
Yeah.
shit out of somebody. Like,
So
she
I'm
killed
going
the
to-
blacksmith.
Yeah, rise up like just above the hedges
Mhm.
so that I can use the hedges to like paddle myself along.
Paddle yourself along.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you levitate right in front of this place right here, this hedge.
Mhm.
As soon as you cast invisibility, you notice the vines glow in response on the inside of the bushes, and you don't know what that means just yet, but if you want to cast and levitate, you can.
Can I make like an insight check on the vines?
You can make an arcana check if you would
That's
like.
the
That would
better.
be a better idea.
13.
Yes, with a 13, you would hazard a guess that these scrubs are magical in some way. If you had to guess by context, you'd imagine that they would stop people from being able to do things like levitate over the top, but you have no idea.
Well, that's just no fun. I guess we have to do it the normal way. Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm not going to waste spells. I'll drop the invisibility, explain what I saw to everyone, be like, I think they basically have like stuff that detects magic, like you said, Mal. So I guess I just have to walk on the ground like everybody else.
Well, all right, everybody.
How do we do the thing where we move our characters just by WASD?
It is with the arrow keys, actually.
Oh, the arrow keys. Okay.
All you gotta do is click on your character, and then off you go.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
That's fine. So here's the deal, folks. As you enter this maze here, it is about the time we take our break. Would you like to take a break?
I'm down.
Yeah? All
I
right.
am good with whatever.
We are going to take a break then for about 10, 15 minutes thereabouts. And when we come back, we will be doing more maze stuff. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. First off, thank you all so much for smashing our goal twice. We have got past $100. We've got past $200. So we're going to keep going in the hopes of reaching $400. I think is super important, especially right now. So let's just keep it going, shall we? You have all entered a maze. A magical hedge maze. And at the center of this maze, there will be a prize. Yeah, so you can continue as you are.
Are we
Going
allowed
through
to
it.
look top down?
If you would like to look top down, by all means, you can absolutely do that.
Or is that cheating?
No. I built it this way on purpose, so you guys can... Actually, to be fair, I didn't really build all of this. I changed some things around, but... Because I'm also very bad at building mazes, incidentally, so I got a little help from the community. And Maldris is zooming.
Yep, I'm going for it.
Maldris
Yes,
is
I
going
would
for
like
it.
to. I'll just follow Mal. I follow their intuition. I'm just gonna zoop over there.
Yeah, you can.
I'm
absolutely.
just using the keyboard keys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think people are just gonna go in there. Here, I'm gonna zoop in Rathgrithr too. Just so
Let's
she's
all
got the-
zoop.
Zoop.
Zoop suit riot.
Yeah. So occasionally you hear something like from the corner over here. You hear somebody going, "Dead end." And every once in a while you'll see somebody. Who's got a high
I
passive
would like
perception.
to anytime we see somebody, just totally lie to them, and be like, "Oh, I think it's back that way, actually."
Okay, Maldris, can you stop there for half a second?
Am I going
just-
too fast?
Just a touch for me specifically, but it's fine. I don't mind you zooming through the maze. I just need to figure out where you all
Zoop.
are at the moment. Zooping.
I'm like, yeah, I'm right and I'm
Ah.
a little bit further than the maze or the tower, I mean.
There you are. Yes.
It never occurred to me there could be an actual, diegetic maze.
Right? What? A maze of thought. So yeah,
Takes
if
me
you
a
want
second
to,
look around.
Tim, you
Oh, I
can.
got it.
Tim, you can absolutely make some deception checks. You run across a lady who looks like she's probably some sort of like milkmaid or an innkeep or something like that. She's a little older. She's got an apron on. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna sell that armor. It's gonna make me a mint." And then you tell her that it's the other way, actually.
I rolled a 16, which means my score is a 13.
You know what? Good enough. She believes you because you're tiny. And why would you lie to her?
Why would I lie?
Yeah, along the way to where Maldris is currently, also you run across somebody wearing a very long, very darkened cloak. You can't quite see their face. He kind of looms over you, and he definitely looks like he doesn't know his way around. Like he's just like. If you want to make a deception check on that one, you can as well.
Do they smell funny?
Make a perception check.
Okay, perception is a 5, and deception is... I am rolling incredible today. That is a 14 on deception.
14 on deception. Yeah. The you don't notice anything weird about the being aside from the fact that it obviously doesn't want to be seen or noticed.
Yes.
It looks back in the direction that you pointed and just kind of starts shuffling off that way.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
I'm
catch
gonna
up to
keep
the
going
group
if
and go,
that's okay.
I threw some people off our trail.
Very devious, Timothy.
Tim Tamothy. Is
Is that really?
Sorry.
No.
James?
That gnomish. There you are. And yeah, you can continue around. You run into who looks to be a
Wait, no, this isn't the right way.
Is it not? Yes, I got one of them. You run into like
Listen.
a governess.
I
Who
mean,
is
we also could have
absolutely-
gone up and
Oh.
around.
I accidentally went on the hedges again.
It's fine. So yeah,
I
you
think it was less clicks going down.
You run into
For
the
God's
governess. Okay, Mal, just pause there for a second.
Okay.
Like I said, you run into a governess. She seems she's already going the wrong way. You hear through a hedge, somebody is proposing to somebody else, taking the time in the hedge to be nice.
Cute.
Yeah, and Tim, you
And
ran
then-
the corner.
Hedgemate?
Yeah, you ran the corner, and the dude in the robe is back. He's just still looking completely lost.
Hey,
And
I thought
Maldris just went down here. She's or they're ahead of you. You know that. But no, this guy is just here.
I'm afraid.
Yeah. Why would you be afraid? That's weird.
I know. Did you not go back the way that I said? There must be some kind of like loop up ahead that you like looped back around the other way. Is
Want to
what
roll a
the
deception
creep
check
with the-
again?
Okay.
Yeah. It's just looking around.
Holy shit, I rolled a 16, a 17, and now a 19 for a total of 16.
And it nods and it moves past
Wait,
you
is
back
he-
the direction you came.
I have a charisma score of 4. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Rathgrithr, I think you would also notice this person as it moves past you in the other direction.
Oh, good. I'm so glad that it's not just me seeing it. Can
It's
I
Spectre
have
of Death, Tim.
Sparks follow this figure?
Sure.
I don't think I brought Sparks in with me, like in Tailspire,
Yeah.
but I assume that he's
He's
always
right there.
with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, all right, Sparks, can you go like follow that person? They're kind of creeping me out. Don't like do anything. I just want to make sure that maybe they know like a better way around.
Affirmative.
Cool.
And yeah, Sparks leaves back in the direction, pushes past everybody. Okay, Maldris, you can zoom ahead. You can zoom in. Tim, it doesn't take long for Sparks to rejoin you.
Ooh. What happened?
Gone.
Did the bushes glow around this figure?
Make me a perception check.
3.
3? Yeah,
I roll shit on the rolls that matter.
you've got no idea.
Oh no, okay.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
All right, everybody keeps rocking.
Yay, we made it.
Okay, we're
It
here.
was so hard.
I mean,
we're
you
in-
seem to like know exactly where to go. That's like very impressive, Mal. You have some really great intuition on you for doing mazes.
That Feywild instinct.
I don't have
Yeah.
an intuition stat.
You just always turn left. You're usually fine.
That's
Oh,
right.
is that how that goes?
Yeah, it's the main way to do it.
Good to know.
So you step in, and there is an obvious chest right in the middle of the area here.
Stuff. I
Uh,
open the chest.
You touch the chest, and it immediately giggles.
Nah.
Why is it giggling? Can
'Cause
we
it's,
investigate?
It's
Is it a fucking mimic?
It opens
It
up, and
is
it's got a tongue, and it's got an
fucking mimic.
eyeball, and it's got like little teethers, and it goes, "Hello, welcome to the end of the maze. You have won. I'm Tammy, the trained mimic."
Oh, so we don't get to fight it?
And I'm Timmy.
No.
Tim Tam.
I'm
I
Timothy.
didn't want a teeth or tongue or any of this shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. And a bunch of like stuff just falls out of her mouth.
Is it all covered in saliva?
A little bit.
Tim, do you have a cleaning spell?
Oh no, I was just. What does it gross you out? The like stuff on
a
it?
little bit.
Okay, I don't have I have mending. Could I use mending to like? I don't think that you can
No,
use. I
you
know
would need
can
like
use,
prestidigitation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff was it again?
It's a bunch of armor and some sundries. So like horseshoes and nails and rope.
Oh, maybe we
and,
could sell those.
Or keep them.
What do we need
so
horseshoes for?
I don't know. Someday maybe Sparks will grow up big enough to need horseshoes.
He's
Um,
a dog.
He's
yeah,
a
Dog
robot
shoes.
dog that doesn't grow. Is also.
that's the idea.
You're so cool.
Thank you. You're cool too.
Aw.
I have been trying to be very cheerful.
Okay. Are you? Who trained you? Are you happy?
A wizard trained me.
That's cool. Are they a nice wizard?
I don't know.
Do you know what nice is?
I have been told that people are nice.
Sometimes.
Should we try to save this mimic?
Sorry, we are not adopting every NPC in every campaign that we're playing.
I want Tim to have all the pets.
Um,
Do you like the wizard?
He feeds me
Okay. What does he feed you?
Do
Things.
mimics eat?
Do you eat people?
No, mostly pigeons.
Okay, that's fine. Pigeons are the worst birds.
Do you eat?
Somebody's very mad right
Frogs?
now. Frogs, occasionally. The frog on your hip.
Yeah.
The items in question, incidentally, for those of you wondering, there is what looks to be a studded leather suit of armor. There is a splint suit of armor, which is a heavy armor that probably only Emery can use, I imagine. And there is another breastplate, I believe.
And breastplates, are they medium or heavy off the top of your
They
head?
are medium.
Okay.
And not only that, but Emery is currently wearing a breastplate that she will be discarding if someone wants it.
Do you eat like? Do mimic? In my head, mimics eat materials, but I might be mixing them up with like oozes or slimes or whatever.
Right. That'd be
Mimics eat like
slimes.
living things.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Awful stereotype of slimes.
Right.
I
Yeah.
thought that was the thing, is that they like consumed your armor.
We do a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah.
And then just like some stuff.
And then just some stuff that you could probably sell for a decent amount.
Yeah, I'll shovel all of the stuff into my bag and go through it later.
Okay. Yeah, so who would like to switch around some armor? The splint I had intended for Emery, but if anyone wants to make arguments for it now, that's perfectly fine.
I'm light armor.
Yes.
I have studded leather already, so
Mhm.
I don't need that.
Right.
I'm not sure what kind of. I have leather armor.
Yes, you could probably benefit from a breastplate, as could Tim, which is good because there are 2 breastplates in the party right now.
All right.
Yeah,
Breastplate.
absolutely. I will add that to your inventory. And Tim, if you would like the other breastplate.
Yeah, I'll take because that's the one from like we got the new one, and then there's also the one that Emery is going to be discarding.
Yes.
Yes, I'll take the one from Emery because I can patch it back up a little bit.
Yeah, you can patch it back up and cover stuff. Okay. now. Wild.
Yes.
Oh, that shouldn't be happening. That's why that was happening. Well, there you are. It doesn't matter anymore. There we go. And then Maldris, I assume you want the studded leather?
If nobody else can use it, then definitely.
I believe
If nobody wants it, I will take it. I got smushed last fight.
All right, if you refresh your page, you will see you are now at a stunning 15 armor class.
Oh, heck yeah.
Bonk. Bonk. And then I will remove this, add this, and now Rathgrithr, if you refresh your page, you will see you are at a stunning 16.
Hell yeah.
I've already added my breastplate.
Perfect.
I am also at a 16.
Wildly good. Okay. So there we go.
I'm
You
so
have
small.
you have all gotten because you're tiny. You're tiny. Let us see here. Oop. Need to go over here. Aha.
Where are we
That's
going?
the one I want. Boop. Okay. So as you're there kind of talking to Tammy, the mimic. Tim, you look over the top of Tammy and see from where you were that figure in the robe is back.
Oh, hey, do you want some horseshoes? Do you...
It does not respond.
Hey, I don't... What do you want?
And it raises a single robed hand and points towards Rathgrithr.
I immediately step in front of Rathgrithr.
I'm going to pull out my daggers.
You want me? I mean, who doesn't? Am I right? And I
Good one.
turn-
And I lift
I
my
turn
fist
for
for
high
a fist
fives.
bump.
Yeah, nice.
Great minds.
Slug King has bid me find you and find you I have.
Slug King? Thought I kicked that guy's ass.
The cloak begins to warble and shed as the form grows outside of its usual thing. 1 pair of arms, 2 pairs of arms, 3 pairs of arms extend as the creature grows larger and larger, and this slimy exterior of some sort of monster wearing a little tiny crown on top of its head. It is
I love him.
It is a
want that
spitting image of the Slug Prince, son of the Slug King from Rathgrithr's plays.
Wait, remind us what the play was about.
Well, you see...
This
It
is the
doesn't have to
story.
be in character.
This is the story where Rathgrithr convinced a king to marry his own horse. This was the Slug King.
It was a slug? A slug married a horse?
You should see the fucked up things they made.
Wait.
Oh.
Is this the result of
They call them slorses now. It's
Or was this a child from a previous marriage?
previous marriage.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a slug.
I want the tiny
Full.
crown though.
Yes.
I want it.
It is rather large as we head into initiative here.
Woo!
Everyone can go ahead and roll me at initiative.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yes.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Great. Love
25 to 20. Anybody?
23.
Oh, there we go. 20
I
to
rolled
18?
a 20.
Or 20 to 15, rather? 15 to 10?
I got
Okay.
11.
Emery, Rathgrithr. And Tim, what'd you roll?
Well, I rolled a 1, but brings me
Got a
to
4.
4.
Bravo.
We're all equipped with our new shit
Yes, I would say you
Okay.
are,
now?
indeed.
Okay, not, like, we didn't need to attune to anything.
No, this was all unmagical armor.
What is okay? Can I real quick,
Mhm.
as the resident Rathgrithr expert in the
Mhm.
party,
Oh.
how? Well, no, because I guess she didn't kill the Slug King. She just convinced the Slug King to marry the horse.
I killed him after that.
Oh, okay. So how did she kill the Slug King? Is there some like deep lore, like strats?
Lowered him
Um,
into the ocean. It was full of salt.
Yeah, the Slug King died off screen. Just
Oh,
just like all
got
the
it.
enemies in Hamlet. Yeah, absolutely. Lured him into the salt. But obviously this is different. This emissary of the Slug King, who is large and carrying in each hand a curved sword.
Now-
Maldorus. Yes.
One thing I am noticing, Jay,
Mm-hmm.
is here in Tailspire, these are listed as slimes, and I find that
Oh,
deeply offensive.
let me fix that for you. I don't know if I can. Give me a second. There we go. How's that?
Thank you.
Perfect. Always down. All right. Aldris, it is your turn. This creature is relatively close to you. Let me actually even lower this pip a little more so I can see everything.
Let me go to my actions for a second.
Can Tammy move?
Tammy can move, it seems.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure she'll be safe.
I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna chuck my daggers. Wait,
Throw daggers.
I'm gonna chuck one dagger.
Chuck one dagger, huh?
I'm
Which
gonna
one?
chuck not my murder knife of returning. I'm gonna keep that one on me, and I'm gonna
Okay.
chuck just a regular dagger.
Okay.
Give me a second. No. That's an 8.
An 8 in total?
Yeah.
Wild. Okay. No, you miss, unfortunately. It was a little
Okay.
surprising, so I get it. Anything else you want to do? You do have a bonus action. You could try to throw another one. Although you're down that basic dagger now.
No, because I don't know.
Good point.
I don't know what it's gonna do to my dagger.
That's true.
I don't want to chuck my good one because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Sweet.
I guess I'll just to the side here and kind of that fucking hell.
Make sure you lock your pip, everybody.
Yeah, but I do, and then it gets fucked up sometimes. Anyways, I'm good.
Yes.
My turn is done.
Cool. At the end of your turn, the creature rushes forward with more speed than you believe it has, sweeps around, a new arm disappears from one side and regrows on the side closest to Maldorus and sweeps towards her for an attack. With a natural 20.
Okay.
Maldorus, you take 12 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. He also cuts straight through the wall here and destroys part of it.
And a Constitution saving throw.
Oops. Yeah.
I'm not sure what that rolled on because it was leaning, so I'm gonna roll
you can
it again.
roll it again. Yeah.
That's a 1.
It's a 1. You take a further 24 damage as you can feel poison coursing through your veins.
fucking armor didn't help me at all.
I rolled a nat 20 immediately. That's showbiz, folks. Emery. Yes. Oh no, my friends are in danger. Well. Typical Emery fashion. Don't worry, I'm coming to save you. Da, 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 da. She's gonna rush forward with her newfound armor, and she is going to 15 feet, and it is time to slice and or dice. Let us do, I'll do it in Tailspire, I don't care. What do I got? Oh, that's a hit. Perfect. Do I got another one? That does not hit. She is going to action surge for another 2. That does not hit. That hits. That's 2 hits in total, and then she's going to take a bonus action to strike again. And that does not hit. So she's only got 2 hits on here. 5 damage and 9 damage. That's 14 damage to the Slug Prince. The cuts ooze a different colored fluid. And Tim, you realize you've seen this sort of fluid before. Rathgrithr.
I have.
You have. It is Rathgrithr's turn. On your turn, maybe.
I think this calls for vicious mockery at the Slug Prince.
Yes, what do you say?
Look at this little bitch in his little bitch crown.
Yes.
What do I have to roll?
I think it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save? Okay.
Hold on. Yes, a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Okay. He gets disadvantage, and he fails.
That's 4 psychic damage.
Yeah.
And I believe. Can I? Yeah, and I'd like to give Tim Tam some bardic inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
You've read the stories. You know I can handle this little bitch and his little bitch crown.
Yeah. Of course. You're the best.
So you get an inspiration dice.
Which is what, a D6, D8? D8.
You can add to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And it can be added after seeing the roll, so.
Okay. Thank you.
It is now the Slug Prince's turn. It's going to, once again, and the spare arm from the other side is going to pop back out to its other side, and the swords are going to begin just whirling around in front of him. Let's see. That's going to hit Emery anyway, because I rolled a 17 base, and he's got a +6. And Maldris, unfortunately, I rolled a 15 +6. So you get hit again. Each of you takes 6 damage. And then you're going to need a Constitution saving throw. Although you aren't, because you're down.
6 damage took you down?
After the first attack, it left me with 2.
Oh.
Let me do a Constitution saving throw for Emery. Emery,
Armor didn't do anything.
18. She makes it.
I want a refund.
There we go. Right. That is the end of the Slug Prince's turn. Rathgrithr, can you, at the end of his turn, can you make me a perception check real quick?
19.
19.
She's dialed in, baby.
She's dialed in. You recognize some of the sword movements. You've seen them in some plays. He's literally mimicking the movements of this creature.
So I know his choreography then?
Essentially.
Hmm.
Tim Tam. You have indeed
Okay.
seen this liquid before. It is the same sort of ooze that came out of Rathgrithr when you studied her originally back in Tema, the
Ooze?
farm village.
Oh.
This-
Oh.
This slug is made of mushrooms.
Mushroom slug. Slug shroom.
Slug shroom.
Yes.
Yes.
What do I do with this information? Can I... Okay, I want to do a couple of things. I want to send Sparks right up in front,
Mm-hmm.
but I want... What do I want to do? Since I've studied it, the ooze, would I know if it would hurt Sparks? Like, is it itself caustic so that, like, if Sparks bit it, would it hurt him?
It doesn't seem to be caustic, especially if it's not made out of the same stuff that Rathgrithr seems to be.
Okay, then I would like to have Sparks chomp.
Sparks is gonna do a chomp.
Sparks is going to do a chomp. Once I get to my steel defender, that is a force empowered rend, my spell attack modifier to hit. Okay, so I'm just going to.
I believe in you.
That is a 17 plus 8.
You absolutely hit.
Chomp. Let me. Sorry, I have like 1,000 things to juggle here. So that is 1d8 plus my proficiency bonus of 3. That is 7 plus 3 is 10 points of force damage.
10 points of
Chomp,
good boy
chomp.
damage.
Yes. And I would like to. I assume this is tight quarters in here, right? That's not. Yeah, it's 12 feet.
It's very tight.
And dragging Mal away would be an action in itself, right?
Yeah, and it's half your movement.
Then I would like to just cure wounds at second level.
Okay.
I'm glad that I did cast the other thing. Whoops, not catapult. Ignore that. Cure wounds. I'm just gonna catapult your body. Sorry. That is
Killed me.
Yep, 13 points of health to you as I wrap you up in a blanket and try and like get all the
Boo-boo blanket
ooze
gets me
off.
again.
Yeah, I use it like a
Blanket.
rag to like.
It was 13, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is, I think, all that I can do since I am not attacking.
Okay.
Oh, actually, though, real quick, I do want to shout to Rathgrithr. Hey, I think that the slug is made of you. And that's it. No other context.
Reductive. I'm not made of mushroom. I'm my own person, but
Right. You did Sparks, you did that. At the end of the round, just before Maldris gets their chance to move, Tammy goes, "Oh, this seems like a dangerous situation. I'm leaving. Have fun." And she zips out this way. Immediately runs into the wall and decides to go this way. You can hear her like shouting at the top of the "Play for your lives, everyone! There's a monster!"
I would die for Tammy, and in fact, seeing how this goes, I might.
Maldris, it is your turn.
Ow. Okay. What did Emery attack with?
Both of her swords.
And her swords are okay?
Swords seem okay. In addition to that, incidentally, you are lying prone in melee combat. You'll have to take
So I have
half
to
your
get
movement
up
to get up.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would take half your movement.
GTFO.
An action to get up.
It is half your movement to get up.
Okay, I will get up
Oh.
and maybe I guess back up a bit where like behind Rathgrithr, I guess.
Sure.
This is, now I'm hurt.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do some sort of bonus action disengage, perhaps? Or are you just going to try and take the damage that he tries to throw at you as you leave?
No, I'll disengage if I can.
Okay, that's a bonus action. You still have your action.
Okay,
You can move 15 feet. So yeah, you do come back to basically Rathgrithr.
Okay. And I want to check my murder knife of returning.
Murder knife of returning. Go for it.
That's an 8 plus 7.
That's 15. That is exactly what you
15.
need to hit him.
Okay.
Perfect.
So that is 1d4 plus 4. So
Plus
that's
you
a
get your
6
sneak attack.
plus 4. That is a 10 damage from my just attack.
Plus your sneak
My
attack.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
It's 3d6. Well, I have 1 currently, so I'm just gonna roll
3 times. Yeah.
That's a 5. That's a 3. That fell. I don't know where that went. That's fine. How do I roll 1d6? Can somebody roll a d6 for me?
I have dice somewhere. I do.
I don't know where it went. It fell.
Oh no. What a time.
Right?
I will roll an extra d6. Currently, you are at 18 damage in total. Give me a second. What? D6, 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 D6. There it is. Guys, look at my hideous dice.
It's bad.
I love
That
it.
is so ugly. It's wonderful.
Further 3 damage, so that's 21 damage in total you've done.
Okay.
Pretty good. You unfortunately don't have a bonus action to do more.
Nope.
He's starting to show wear and tear. He is leaking from several spots now as he gets cut and cut.
I mean, so
is-
is Maldris, am I right?
Yeah,
Hey.
look
Hey.
at that.
You just wanted to burn me back.
Right. At the end of Maldris's turn, it's going to use a legendary action to push forward ever so slightly, still in range of everybody else, but to get into melee range with Tim. And then it is going to do a spin attack, striking everybody once in close combat. Tim, does a 14 hit you?
No.
Perfect. 14 just glances off of your new armor.
I'm going
Does-
to impose disadvantage on the attack roll against Emery.
Okay.
Using Sparks. Sparks is going to do that.
Gotcha. 6 is... does 13 hit Sparks? Probably not, eh?
No.
Okay. And then finally disadvantage for Emery, which is good because it rolled real high and then it rolled real low. So a 3 misses against that new shiny splint armor. It's rotating around. And you realize that slowly, because you're closer now, it's rhyming under its breath. It's forming rhyming couplets. Just nonsensically. Just things that rhyme. Emery's turn. It's time for her to do some Emery magic here. What spells do you have, Emery? Come on. What do you have? You don't... Flame Blade! You have Flame Blade?
I thought you said Beyblades.
I heard that too, actually.
She's gonna...
I mean, that tracks with her behavior.
Okay, Emery, why didn't you... I'm gonna use this Flame Blade. She's gonna sweep away one of her regular swords, and in her free hand, she's gonna summon a sword of pure fire. She's gonna use it, and then she's going to attack with it. She rolled a 1. That misses, and the blade disappears.
Does she get... Am I...
You're not
Flanking?
really flanking, unfortunately. Although, wait, she has her movement. I should have moved that way. Sorry. I'm going to give her advantage because I should have done that. That's my bad. Yes, I realize that's Thank you. Try it one more time. 7. That's 11. Still not good enough. Nope, misses. That's unfortunate. I believe it goes away after this done, right? Oh no, it's still there. It stays in her hand until she lets go of it. So huzzah, it's still in her hand. So that's one attack with that, and because it was an action to summon it, she can't do that again, but she can use a bonus action to attack with a regular weapon, which she's going to do. Attack, hiya, 8, 15. 15 is exactly what she needs to hit. She's going to attack with this weapon, and it's going to do a further 9 damage. It's starting to look kind of rough, everybody. Rathgrithr.
I would like to attack with my suspicious longsword.
Your suspicious longsword? Wild.
Mm-hmm.
You may,
Does
of course.
a 21 hit?
It does, but remember you have advantage because Emery is now flanking. If you want to see if you get a crit.
My second roll was also a 21, so.
Beauty. Okay.
Yep. That is 12 slashing damage.
Nicely done. Bravo. Is there anything else you would like to do? I think I know this is sort of a new mechanic I introduced to you last time, but if you add you can add your bardic inspiration to yourself if you'd like for a little bit of extra damage, I believe.
Does it affect damage?
You can't use it on the damage. No, you can use it on an attack roll.
Aren't you the sword college?
I'm not seeing that.
You are College of Swords.
What is it? So that
That's what features and traits
Yeah.
it would be under, probably.
I'm just recalling that College of Sword Bards can add their bonus action to or their thing to their damage.
Yep. All right. Whatever. What do I roll for that?
Just your bardic inspiration die. Yeah.
8.
A whole
more
8.
slashing damage.
You needed an 8 to kill it. That's why I mentioned it.
Do I get a one-liner then?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to, as you rush up, you realize that it is murmuring couplets that you vaguely recognize.
I guess when I killed your father, it left you feeling salty.
And yeah, you cut him in half, and he blurbles away.
Ha ha! That proves I'm Rathgrithr.
You rule the day, Rathgrithr. I am not alone.
I don't rue things. I've never rued a day once in my life.
Why was it made of you? Stuff. You slime.
Well, maybe people are just made of slime deep down. I don't know. It's not
Is there
important.
like a slime?
Tim, why do you insist on thinking about everything? If you think about things that often, you're just going to realize dark truths about yourself that you're trying to suppress.
I have never once realized a dark truth about myself, other
Me
than the
either,
fact that I'm
because I
not
don't
sad
think
about
about
my parents
things.
dying. Wait, what?
Nothing.
Well, I'm glad that we got that figured out.
And yeah, so you're all sitting here over this oozing body of this supposed slug man that is just kind of blurbling away into nothing.
You keep using that word.
I know, right?
It's a good word, but I hate it.
And
Wait, it's still oozing?
Yeah, it's just kind of like.
But it's
a
not
puddle of ooze.
alive.
No. It is.
It's not like trying to escape.
No, it is disassociated. It's just like turning into mush, basically.
It's a puddle of slug.
Yeah, it's a puddle of slug.
My
Puddle
favorite
Slug was
band.
my favorite band. Yeah, I think. Oh, no. Got it before I did.
That's slug with 2 G's.
There's more in
Right,
the slug vein.
right. When behind you, you all hear the sound of cracking glass. Just and you all whip around, and falling out of what can only be described as a hole in reality, where the edges are cracking like glass, is one Vernon Fleming, who falls to the ground and, just kind of picks himself back up and dusts himself off and looks at all of you very nonchalantly.
There he is!
Welcome.
The crab
hi,
thing is
hi.
blocking your face, unfortunately, but
Oh no.
the thought is there.
I've been Mike Wazowski'd.
And Vernon returns. And that
Ooh.
is where we are going to leave it for today.
Yay.
With some real
Welcome
Doctor Who
back.
bullshit.
Thank
Some
you.
real Doctor Who stuff, exactly. Okay, everybody. We are going to take a small break, and then we are going to come back for a little bit of table talk. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. You know what I'm going to do before anything starts? I'm going to remove the crab from in front of Vernon's plate.
Oh, good call. Good call.
You guys are going to see behind the scenes for just a half a second here. As
How
I
dare you? We're
as
supposed
I-
to be professional here.
Set your VCRs. This is the only time you're going to get to see something like this.
You know what's really funny? They're also only going to be able to hear Ron while this happens. Where is Ron? There he is.
So anyway, I have a podcast. It's called Just a Little Guy, and it's all about monsters. Yeah, it's really wonderful. You should definitely go check it out. It's at justalittleguypod.com. We're gonna be at episode 10. We just recorded with Dan Drambles and Adnan, and I'm still recording the one with Hachiko. But otherwise, we've got Zoe B in there, we got Star in there, we got Jay in there at the beginning. I think he was number 1 first episode. I still want to get Mildred in there, whenever their schedule opens up. And Jings, if you'd like to do an episode where we make some monsters, that'd be kind of fun too. Hell yeah. Okay. I am going to hold you to that because most of the monsters that we have so far are a mixture of cute and horrific.
I literally
So-
made a monster called the Uwu.
You
so-
sure
Oh my-
did. You sure did.
Oh my God, you
It
do
was
have
an
backwards
ambulance
captions.
with 8
How did that
people.
happen?
I don't know. I'm I'm broadcasting from Russia. That's how that works, right? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we got the backwards R, yeah. I'm still in the astral plane in some sense. Yeah. Okay, the background. Okay.
Bingo. Okay.
I really don't know what happened.
It's all done. I don't know. For some reason, it was flipped horizontally. I have no idea how that happened. Anyways. That absolutely on my end. Okay. Welcome to Table Talk. This is where we talk about this episode and previous episodes. All you have to do, folks, to get my attention is to write question in big bold letters if you can before your question, and I will attempt to bring it up on screen. We will answer as many as we can from you folks and from each other, starting with anyone at the table if anyone has questions for anyone else. And then I will find questions.
I have a question, but it's probably not going to be able to be answered.
Oh.
Vernon, did you see Tim's parents when you were all hopping through planes? Which is probably
saw-
spoilery, so you can't.
I
Probably.
can
I saw
answer.
lots
That's
of
the
stuff
question that I want to
between
know.
the planes.
I can answer
Let me
that.
tell you, so many things.
No,
I think I'm more invested in Tim's parents than she is at this point.
I can absolutely answer that, actually.
All right,
You can, but you're not going
the
to.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can
then never
answer it,
mind.
but
Yeah,
I-
he
you know,
saw
my
their
answer might
dead
be wrong.
bodies floating through the astral sea.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
found
there
them.
they are.
He found them both in the Family Guy death pose, just floating there. Yeah.
It turns out we really are made out of star stuff, and then we become star stuff later on.
Wild. Yeah, there's gonna be a little, hopefully, a little short explaining vaguely what happened in a very unreliable narrator sort of context, because it's very fun for me to do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very Dr. Manhattan-y.
Yeah, mucho depresso,
Mhm,
as they
mhm.
say in some language that doesn't actually exist.
Right. Let's see here. What do we got? We do have a question already. Oh, med and math. Love it. Do slorses make a gooshing sound when they move? Yes. Slorses absolutely goosh when they move.
Mid
Mhm.
math, please. Please.
100%. These are the questions that matter.
No.
It's true.
No, it's not.
No, that's
You don't want to know what the gallop sounds like as they're charging down the plane, so that you know what to look out for. Just imagine a whole horde of these creatures just slurp,
Yeah.
slurp, 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 just all the way
Right.
like
That's
for
a
miles
good,
away.
Yeah, that's actually a good.
It's,
It's good. I like that.
you know, like, because horses themselves are very solid creatures, right? Like, thump, thump, thump. Slorses, not so much. Their whole body just kind of. Yeah, exactly. It's.
I never want you to make those sounds again.
I have to be good at my Foley. I'm a DM.
Like, please don't ever become an ASM artist.
The
ASMR artist.
slimiest ASMR that I can think of.
No.
Excuse me?
This is how we begin to fund the
No,
show.
I don't like
Do you want to?
squishing sounds.
It's actually what the S in ASMR stands for.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slurp.
I mean, Twitch does this whole party stream now. We could party stream slimy ASMR. We can get a bunch of non-Newtonian fluid and just kind of slurp around.
Count me out of that one.
Sounds like a good time. Menmath has a comment rather than a question, but I like it, so it's going to go up. I enjoy how conveniently, just as Rathgrithr was coming to her senses a bit, all this stuff happens to prove there's clearly nothing wrong with her mental state at all, not even a little bit.
If I'm not Rathgrithr, if she isn't real, then explain how the Slug King is real. Ergo, I'm actually the real Rathgrithr, and that blacksmith was talking shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, none of us had that conversation with the blacksmith, so we don't know.
You don't know.
All they
Yeah,
know
we
is
don't
that
know.
that blacksmith is very unreliable as per your,
Yeah.
you know.
And we trust that you're a capable swords person because we
Mm.
haven't really seen otherwise. So we trust your judgment.
Turns out I sort of am.
Sort of am.
Oh,
Ha,
stop.
ha, 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 hey.
That one was really low effort. I apologize.
was
It
very
could have been
good.
better.
Question from our lovely mod, Sam. Where you been, Crabman?
Oh, I've just been, are you talking about like regular Vernon, or are you talking about me? Because like Vernon, he's just been floating around on a piece of like land, like in the astral plane, doing
He
stuff.
was
But me,
shipwrecked, is what you're saying
Yes.
in the astral
Yes.
plane.
yes, shipwrecked on the astral plane.
That's so fun.
Me,
On an island.
yes. It's been quite a journey, just kind of doing the thinker pose as he stares out into the abyss.
Just floating through time. I'm tired of
Yeah.
these people, of their lives.
He's having like one of those. He had a little adventure in the middle that was kind of like Bender, when he got shot off into space and the
Mhm.
ship couldn't catch up to him, and so he had this
Yeah.
whole society like growing on his chest, and then another society growing on his back, and then they went to war, and yeah, that's kind of another thing that he did as well. Really
Truly.
humbled him a little bit.
Yeah. I love this. We got to work it in. So, Hawkfurs is asking, how excited were you to bring back Ron in this episode, Jay? I always figured as soon as Ron was able to come back and play with us, I'd find some way to work him back in again properly. That was why it was so good that we just basically said he went somewhere, because then I could equally just go, he came back. And, it's that's a tip for all you DMs out there. Be vague as hell. But mostly importantly, I couldn't, Ron, I actually think you could possibly have made it back to play the very next week, as it turned out, just accidentally. If I
Yeah.
recall. Yeah. And then I was like, I would like you to play with us again, but at the same time, that would kind of undercut this big dramatic moment we just worked up. And like all the other characters are like, ah! And to have you like kind of come back and be like, I'm fine. Everyone would be like,
Yeah.
well, okay, then why though?
I did kind of suggest that I could play another character until such time that it felt appropriate for Vernon to come back, but then it was like, well, what's the point?
Yeah. I
So
do.
Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to have to wait until later.
He will. Yeah, we got extra. We got a question from Supernova Blade, who is What's Left of Us characters' crew's favorite Muppet. Everyone has their own favorite Muppet, I suppose.
Animal.
Animal, nice.
Gonzo.
Yeah, Gonzo.
He's a whatever.
I'm going to say
love the
Fozzie.
Muppets.
Yeah.
I never watched the Muppets.
Zoe, we
Well-
can't be friends anymore.
Though, well, okay, listen, I'm on the Gen Z millennial cusp. The Muppets weren't a fucking thing in my childhood, but I did watch a lot of Sesame Street. So if we're talking like all Henson
Yeah.
puppets,
Oh, if we're talking all Henson puppets, I need to change my answer.
Skexy. Oh
No,
no, I know.
Fizzgig.
Fizzgig, yeah.
I really like. Well, my least favorite one is Grover. I do kind of like Oscar. I think Oscar the Grouch is actually my fave. Grover creeps me out, and I
No,
can't
now we
explain it.
legitimately can't be friends.
Grover
That's-
creeps me out, and I can't explain it. There's something about him that give bad vibes.
Is it his
I
noodle
felt
arms?
it ever since my childhood. So I don't like the way he
Rigel
acts.
from Farscape. I forgot Farscape was in this. Pilot.
Wait, they did some Farscape puppets?
Yeah, Farscape was a Henson production.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
saw that.
Although
I didn't realize.
the Chamberlain from the Skeksis, I love him.
Mm.
I like Sam Eagle.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'm
I
now
feel
just
that's
naming Muppets that I
Or
recognize.
what about
Yeah.
Sweetums?
That means nothing to me.
I think Sweetums was like the basis for one of the monsters in
Did?
Just a Little Guy.
Did Henson do Between the Lions, or were those separate puppets? Okay.
I'm not sure. But Sweetums is the big, like, really, really big, like, fuzzy brown thing.
right.
He's
Yeah.
basically like a circle with arms and legs, and he's just fuzzy. Has like a giant.
I'll take
Like,
Snuffleupagus over any of those. That sounds too freaky for me.
Pokeroo. Next question.
Poker.
Jay. Yeah.
Jay.
Yes. Yes. Are we comfortable with a romance question, everybody?
Yeah.
I'm flattered,
I'm
Jay, but
sure.
I am married.
Yeah. Well, you know, you miss every shot you don't shoot, right? Yeah. Your Sototh, your Sotot. I don't know. It depends. Question: if your character is romanceable, what would be their perfect date, and what kind of person would they be with? All of our characters are adults, so this is a fine question.
A couple of them are barely adult.
Yeah, I think that
Sure.
Tim needs to go to therapy first.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents.
So right now, Tim is not romanceable, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that Sparks definitely could find some like toaster, maybe like a stand-up mixer. You know, he's a stove perhaps.
Stove, maybe.
Vacuum?
A vacuum, yeah.
A vacuum.
What would his date be then? What would he do with
I
the
think
appliance?
You go to
I
the dog
think-
park.
yeah.
Take a toaster to the dog park.
Be like a weird recut of Brave Little Toaster. Just Sparks running and this toaster banging around behind him as he's holding the cords.
It'll be fine.
Mother, my date fell to pieces. Mother, I have destroyed my date.
Oh
This
Well,
busted toaster.
We'll just get you a new one. It's fine.
That's all right. That's connotations for you. All right, let's see here. Actually, I don't even think we delved into the possibility of Vernon being romanceable, or Rathgrithr either, to be for that matter. I didn't think about it.
Yeah, I don't know for Vernon. Like, I feel like anything that he would want to do in terms of like a date would be like, hey, let's go out and steal so much shit, just all the stuff, and then sell it or something like that. I don't know, just for the thrill
Let's
of
go be
stealing
merchants for
things.
fun.
Yeah. Let's go invent capitalism. Yeah. But I don't know like who he would date. Like I've never thought that hard about it, so
As for Mal, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it either.
Mhm.
Some of my other D&D characters, I'm like, yes, they have a crush on this person immediately. This is gonna be fun. But other things, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Mal. They were my first characters, so I don't even know what gender or species they're into, because they're a changeling. So they
Right.
can be whatever gender they want.
Sure.
But they're probably in the like late puberty stage
Mm.
of like what they're just what did we say?
I think
last
you
time?
said they
18?
were 18 or 19 or something like that. Yeah.
I think so. But that was in the Discord. I don't think we talked about it on stream, the exact age.
Yeah. Time in the Feywild is weird anyway.
Mm-hmm. Very curious about Rathgrithr. What's in the lore?
Well, I figure she's a theater kid, right? So she's probably, she's probably just taking what she can get. And, I don't want to engage in stereotype here, but there's a certain reputation that those in the theater community have for
don't take a
free and
black
open.
light. Don't take a black light into the changing rooms.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, yes.
Oh, no.
A lot of gooshing.
Ugh.
Oh, come on.
Some slurses involved.
Some slurshing, some mild
Oh.
slurshing, yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm gonna breeze past this question real quick. My wife is asking, how do you think Star is going to react to Jay's impression of her? She's gonna love it, obviously, 100%.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, why
I'm
wouldn't she?
excited to see her reaction.
It's perfect.
I'm surprised I haven't already gotten one. She must be busy
Oh.
at the con right now because
Oh, apparently there's Discord messages from her.
Mhm.
oh no, I will take a peek
Yeah.
at that in a little bit. Question from
It's
Aiden.
been nice knowing you, Jay.
Listen, everybody.
This has been the last episode of What's Left of Us. No more DM.
I was gonna say this time the DM goes to the astral plane for
That's
real.
it. She just said, she's gonna send me Yu-Gi-Oh style straight to the Shadow Realm. It'll be
Yeah.
I'll be gone.
You activated her trap card.
That's it. I just peace out and fade into nothing. Question from Aiden. Actually, I think we already answered this a while ago, but it's fine for you to ask again. Does Vernon know how to knit crochet? We know he sells scarves and stuff, but can he make one? Yes, I think this was one of the things Ron established early on when we were talking about the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can absolutely knit. Oh, sorry, I'll pop that up real quick.
Yeah. I
See
went
here.
method for that one. I went back in time 10 years and learned how to knit, and man, it really paid off.
Let's see here. Right, yeah, exactly. Okay. Ooh, purple carrot, purple kakarot is asking some questions. It's a bunch of the questions actually. The first one here is, Jay, how fast do you think Star can run? Extremely fast when she's motivated. Does Sparks have a custom model? If not, how fast can you get one? I actually haven't been able to make one. We use Hero Forge because it interfaces with Tailspire very well. And unfortunately, they don't have a robot dog model yet. It's sad. And 3, does the Mimic make it out of the maze safely? Yes, Tammy makes it out of the maze. And as far as I'm concerned now, she is wandering the countryside, a legend unto herself.
But is she going to be okay by herself? She's been fed.
She's a Mimic. She'll find stuff to eat.
She can handle herself.
Yeah, but it's like you start feeding a wild animal and they come to expect food and they can no longer survive on their
She's
own.
smart. She's fine.
Okay, I hope so.
Right.
I believe in her.
Let's see here.
I mean, she tricked all of you guys. Why couldn't she trick a couple, pigeons?
Right. Easy peasy. Question for Zoe. Have you ever heard of a cartoon called David the Gnome? If not, Google it and you'll find out why I'm asking.
David the Gnome?
That's for Med and Math.
Oh, is this the one that has the memes? I feel like I've seen memes of this.
Probably.
I have not, but I'm into gnome shit.
we're into gnome shit here.
Literally? With the toilet song?
Okay, so I have a gnome book from the 1970s that is very weird. It's based on the book. The show is based on the book.
On our book?
Is
All
it
right,
The show
all
is
right.
based on the book.
Oh my god.
What are
Amazing.
the odds?
That's
hold on.
incredible.
I
Holy
was
shit.
gonna
You
say
have
the same
changed
thing.
my life.
We get to learn what the actual pooping song sounds
Yes!
Hold on. Hawkfurs posted something amazing that I have to do right now. Give me a second. Let's see here. I need a new... there we are. I'm gonna do an image capture real quick.
Yeah, this is the book, and then the gnome show says based on this book. Let me move it into frame. Very cool. Thank you for letting me know. That is very important information.
Folks, we
Letting me know.
welcome Emery back to the stream.
Whoa.
Perfect.
Excellent. All the way from
What did
Georgia.
you
I can't believe it.
Does she have any thoughts about how things went down, or any feedback?
Hi ho. This is from Hawkfurs, everybody. I absolutely love it. Hawkfurs, you're my friend, and I love you for real. You're a real one.
Okay, now she's actually going to come and murder you. That is.
We should put that on our fan art reel.
Yes, 100%. I'm going to. Hawkfurs, thank you so much for that gift, that pure gift. Okay. There was a question over here, and I can't remember what it was, but it was really good. I have to do. Okay, there we go.
Now, really quick, I just wanted to say,
Yeah.
remember when she comes back to take that art down, because she will be less excited if she gets Mike Wazowski.
That's true. That is true. Oh my god, she's gonna like turn me into a pretzel or something.
No, what she should do is use that image to make a new VTuber model.
VTuber model.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go.
It's very
Perfect.
floppy and stuff.
Perfect.
100%. This is a star, please. Then
We know what to get her for Christmas.
Right. The floppy VTuber. Then Math is asking about how sentient is Sparks right now, unless it's a spoiler, of course. I mean, he's not exactly hiding any of it. He's doing it as it comes along. He's about as sentient as a dog who can talk would be at the moment.
So he's like Martha.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just ate a can of fantasy alphabet soup.
Right. Yeah. 100%. Exactly. Yeah. And like, we know from DreamSparks, if DreamSparks was indeed real, that there is more to come. Who knows?
Yeah, guns. We're gonna
Guns.
give
Yes.
Sparks a gun.
That dog is going to get a gun. Yeah. Sparkle McBarkle with guns. It will happen. Everyone going wild over Kermery.
I just saw my Discord notifications come up, and it was just star in all caps saying, "What the hell?"
Oh, Star, appreciate you. Appreciate you big time. Okay, does anyone on the couch have questions?
So who do we appoint to be DM once Star does kick Jay's ass into the next plane?
Well, Star's a DM. She could just DM for us.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. Star can murder me and take over. That's the idea. If any of you kill me, you get to keep what you kill.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
you know, you kill the DM to become the next DM sort of situation.
Kill the DM, take his game, as
Yeah.
the sound clip goes, that
Yeah.
nobody else in the audience has ever heard except for you guys.
Another Star favorite.
Oh,
we
we
have to-
necromonters. We keep what we kill.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you for recognizing my Necromonger reference from the amazing Chronicles of Riddick movie from what 2000. I want to say 2005. No, it had to be
sounds
after
right.
that.
No, 2000.
This is the riveting Chronicles of Riddick
2004.
experience. 2004. I was so close.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah.
close. I was an edgy teen when I read that. When I watched that, wasn't I? Yes, I was, because I thought it was
Wait.
awesome.
When was Pitch Black made?
Oh, Pitch Black
I
was
think that was 1999.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Matrix adjacent. I think it had some of the same sort of camera filters that they like to use.
2000.
Ah, see, that's pretty close.
More importantly, it had Keith David.
Keith, exactly. That is extremely important. Gargoyles reboot when?
They're doing it now.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
wild! Can't wait to hear Goliath
And
again.
We just
Animated
spoke that into existence.
I hope
Is
it's
it
animated. Oh my god, if they Ninja Turtle this, I'm gonna be sad. Sorry, there was a question from chat. I completely forgot. We're doing a show. Tim Holab asks, has Tim Tam ever had any major failures in tinkering? How does she handle them, if she does?
She almost certainly has. I feel like, all good science requires failure. That's how you learn. Thomas Edison, fuck Thomas Edison, but also his, you have to learn how to make something wrong 100 times before you can learn how to make it right. I think that she definitely is okay with failure. I don't think that she's a perfectionist in the same way that
Her parents
for
are?
instance, I was gonna say how I am, where it's very, and I think a lot of people are, very hard on themselves when they fail, because in our real life systems, you get punished when you fail. But I think in this fantasy world, I think her parents, one of the good things that they did was embrace failure. I like to think that it's like a slightly more toxic version of the family from Meet the Robinsons. If you've seen that film, where they also embrace failure. It's very much like, oh, you tried a thing and it screwed up? Well, that's cool. Now you know what not to do. So yeah, I think she's super chill about it. That's it. That's the answer.
Good answer. One of the last questions from chat, and then I will tell everybody to get in your questions quick if you're going to. What is your character's favorite food/food type? I know Rathgrithr has an answer to this.
Whatever she can get.
Anything that's edible?
I was gonna say yes. We watched her very first episode eat a handful of flour. So
I forgot all about that.
If you ask Rathgrithr what kind of food she wants, she'll just say, yes, please.
I think Tim doesn't like highly processed foods. I think she likes relatively simple foods because that's what she's eaten mostly, because she was never a very good cook and she lived so much of her life by herself. So a lot of berries, very basic cookies and breads, but nothing super rich.
Yeah.
She's probably lactose intolerant.
I think Mal has a secret sweet tooth where they just anything sweet candy, chocolate, desserty things.
That's very Fayish of you.
Is it really?
Yes. Fayepoke loves sweets.
I think Vernon just really likes fish.
Yeah. That makes sense. It makes sense that he would like a bunch of I like to eat pickled kippers. That's what I like to eat. Yeah. Literally just eat the entire fish too. Just
seaweed snacks?
Yeah. Those probably as well. Yeah. I didn't think about that. I forgot that baked seaweed or whatever is basically a thing. But yeah, no, I'm picturing him doing that, like you said, in cartoons, he just eats it and pulls the fish bone out and stuff like that, and it's just throws it away.
Yeah. That would be a superpower I would actually want, being able to just consume something and then just take out all the yucky parts at once. And
I was gonna say, now that I think about it, you don't really gut the fish in that situation. You eat the entirety of the fish.
I mean, most small canned fish have been gutted at least, because the bones aren't terrible to eat because they're all squishy because they're tiny fish, right? It's the same thing if you've ever eaten snake. If you cook snake, their bones are very soft.
Oh, thank you for that relatable comparison.
Yeah. Hey, now I know what we can do when we go and visit Zoe,
Snake is very good, incidentally. It tastes
Remember,
awesome.
we learned that we can, in fact, eat poisonous snakes as long as you just don't eat where
as
the
long as you avoid
venom
the
come
venom
from.
snack. Yeah.
Sack.
Venom
snack,
venom
baby.
snack.
Yeah.
Zoe's gonna make a
the new
hag character
squidding.
at some point, and she's gonna be like, venom snacks. Delicious. And starts eating snake heads.
You eat snakes because it's good against pedants who tell you snakes aren't poisonous, they're venomous.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta teach them wrong.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Never slurped an entire snake. Yeah. Let's see here. Is there any other questions from the crew before I finish off with the chat? Excellent.
Oh wait, no, I just thought of one.
Excellent.
How many pets is Tim allowed to have? At what point will you cut her off?
I would never cut you off. Don't ask me
Oh,
that
I'm not
question.
asking you.
Yeah, oh, okay, good, because it's not up to me. I will just let you have a menagerie if you want.
Yeah, when will the party say, Tim, no?
Never.
Tim, can you afford to pay all the taxes on this pet food?
You have to pay taxes on pet food?
Here we go again.
First of all, robots don't eat food,
Uh-huh.
so you're good
But
there.
her frog does.
I guess
It's
if you have
flies.
only robotic pets, you know.
Flies are free. You don't got to pay taxes on flies.
That is true. We haven't figured out a way to do that one yet.
If I had the mimic, there would probably be some sort of like fee that I would have to pay for like safety reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should just stick with the one talking companion.
Oh, you mean so that's a no for the mimic. The mimic, Tammy seems to be her own independent woman. She can handle herself. I don't think anybody can own Tammy. Tammy's the best.
This is gonna turn into another
This is
Beyonce
not
situation,
the-
isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want another Beyonce.
I'm
Well,
still
I
waiting.
don't want to collect more NPCs.
I'm still waiting for my
We-
brogers to show up. The kings themselves. Bradley and Chadley.
Yeah.
We
Oh
have
my
a
God,
home
please
game
no.
where we are trying to befriend, and it's sort of like a gotta catch
You
'em all
guys are.
situation with all of
no
the
part of
NPCs in that game.
Naomi gives no shits.
So I think the last session was like at least 50% Solari negotiating some kind of a deal with them to, you know, keep the dungeon as like part gym, but you know, part not a gym,
Yes.
if memory serves.
Which we were supposed to fight our way through, and then we just talked our way through it.
Yeah, so we're actually
It
doing
works.
pretty well in this game. We're limiting ourselves on our NPC adoption rates. That's good.
For now.
But yes, I would love to have all of the little critter pets. That is like my
100%.
goal.
I don't care if you have like pets, but
Okay.
adopting NPCs.
Okay, so nothing that talks.
I mean,
And
if it
to be fair,
doesn't
I
talk to
didn't mean
begin
for
with,
Sparks to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. Fine, you get one talking
Okay.
NPC then.
Thank you.
I'll give you a pass on that.
All right, everybody. I think that's about it. I want to thank everybody specifically for really turning out for our fundraiser. We smashed the goal twice. We got up to a whopping $200 for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund.
Amazing.
And if we have to ask anything else of you, is just to keep the noise up. That's it. Just keep the noise up as much as you can. There's not a whole lot many of us can do about it, but being loud about it is something we can do. You know, call your local and state and provincial representatives. Go to protests if you can. Especially those are huge right now. If you can. And
But be safe if you do.
yes, be safe if you do. Mask the whole shebang. You know, cover all identifying markers, that sort of thing. And yeah, we don't often get the chance to really do a fundraiser in general, mostly because of how small we are. But it was nice seeing everybody turn up for this. It really was. So thank you all very much. And obviously, thank you all for those of you who support the channel. All of our members. I will get that YouTube membership thing working. I swear, it's just going to take me a little bit. I have to get some government ID because YouTube requires that. And
Really?
yeah, I have to prove I am who I am in order to get paid by AdSense. So that's why all the memberships are on pause right now. I apologize. But if you want to support us, our Ko-Fi is where you can go for that. Beyond that, let's tell everybody where to find us. Starting with Ronald. Dear Ronald, welcome back.
Yeah, hi, hello, welcome. I already did my plugs earlier, but I'll do it again in case you weren't here for it. So I do a podcast now called Just a Little Guy. It's a podcast about monsters where I bring my friends in from all over the world, and we work collaboratively to make some brand new monsters like cryptids or D&D monsters, whatever you want to do. I'm trying to get back to a weekly posting schedule, but currently I'm working on a really long episode. It's about 3.5 hours long. Anyway, you can find it at justalittleguypod.com. That's Lil as in your favorite rapper, Lil. Yeah, and just go there. You'll find all my stuff.
Zoe.
I was not expecting to be next. Yeah, I'm Zoe B. You can just search Zoe B on YouTube and I'll be there. And I'm nowhere else because social media bad. I do have a video coming out soon, I say, as I have not finished the script. But it's a big one about the public education system and how right-wing creeps are trying to destroy it. And that's bad. So if you want to be aware of that video when it drops, then subscribe, ring the bell, all the things. And that's it.
Jinx.
I am Wild Jinx. I'm Wild Jinx on YouTube and Twitch, and also Ko-Fi. On Twitter, I am Wild Jinx Gaming, and that's pretty much where I am right now. And some TikTok at just Wild Jinx.
And thoughts on?
I am the Thought Slime, youtube.com/Thought Slime, and youtube.com/ScaredyCatsTV. Just put out a video for patrons on Scaredy Cats that ranks every vampire ever, aside from a few of them. But a complete power ranking of vampires that definitively sorts the Draculas from the Wackulas.
Did you include the Cullens on your list? Because I hope they're at the fucking
bottom. Of course I did.
Please tell me they're at the bottom.
I'm not. So I specifically left Twilight Vampires to the end of the list so that people would have to watch the video to find out. Because I know that's why 90% of people are going to be clicking that link is to find out where I placed the Twilight Vampires.
I hope you put them at the bottom.
Well, you'll have to watch the video.
You have to watch the video and find out. Hi-ho, I'm the Starfish Face at thestarfishface.com. I have a book I just wrote. I wrote how to draw a webcomic, a revised version. How to webcomic. There's a link down below. I also run a YouTube page where I stream regularly throughout the week doing art and games. Yay! For real though, Star is going to skin me. But she is at a con right now working super hard, and yes, in addition to all the other stuff that Star does, she also does a lot of the management of this channel behind the scenes, so thank you very much for that, Star. We love you, we hope you get back soon. We will see you next month where you will break me in half and then take over the stream. And as for me, you have found me. Hi, it is me. I am the Jaycorn. This is my channel. Aside from, I do have a gaming channel, but I don't have time for gaming right now. So the only thing you'll find is stuff here. Hopefully, we will have a video very soon for what happened with Vernon. It'll be in our shorts section, most likely, or if it's a little bit longer than a short, we will probably just put it up. You'll see it when it comes in here. And of course, you can always find us at the last Friday of every month playing our little game right here. You can find me on. I mean, I don't know why I'm still on X, but I am. I probably won't do much there aside from boosting a bunch of subjects that I think are important. But I'm also over on the Sky, so you can find me in the Sky. And that'll be about. And then, so aside from that, all of our Discords, which you can find any of our Discords wherever they may be found on our links, etc., etc. So yes, thank you all so very much. And
if anybody has any questions, we do usually have, we all check, most of us check Star's Discord. We have a little spot where we all chat. If anybody has any questions that they are dying to know, they can always check us out there and we'll answer what we can.
Exactly. So yeah, Don't worry about that, and we will see you guys in exactly 1 month. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye,
Happy
everybody.
spooky month.
Happy spooky month.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.